Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird, and this is the Blackbird Grimoire. This week in Pagan Tales, we are getting to know Skadi, a Jotun who became an Aesir goddess by right of marriage. Her name is synonymous with winter and cold weather pursuits, making her well worth our particular attention during this season. Skadi is the daughter of Thiazi, who was a Jotun who took his ire against the Aesir to a whole other level. He captured the goddess Idun along with her apples, which are key to the gods maintaining their youth and strength. Loki recovered Idun, and Thiazi was killed in his pursuit of them before he reached Asgard. Skadi was furious beyond measure, and she came to Asgard seeking revenge, or at least recompense. First came a challenge that the gods had to make her laugh, which proved a monumental and ultimately painful task. Loki did succeed in amusing her, but there was quite a loss of dignity involved in that. And ultimately, it was decided that Skadi could select a husband from amongst the gods as compensation for the loss of her father. However, she had to choose her husband by only looking at his feet. She accepted with every intention of snatching up the god Balder, but she ended up with the Vanir god Njord. The marriage was troubled right from the start. Skadi was at home in the quiet of the mountains and the cold and the snow, whereas Njord was a man of the shores and of the seas, and he enjoyed a more temperate climate and was more socially inclined. At first, they tried to split their time between her home and his, but it did not go well, and ultimately they went their separate ways. Skadi went back to her mountain, her solitude, hunting and skiing. Her quest to avenge her father ended with her situation being much the same as it was before. Skadi embodies the essence of winter, and winter is harsh. It's a time stripped down to the essentials and requires the utmost resiliency. Facing adversity is just another day for Skadi. She thrives upon challenge, and she is as wild as the winter weather. And this got me to thinking. How many of us are in touch with the wildness within? How do we respond when adversity comes our way? Because everyone will experience adversity at some time and in some fashion. Can we be wild when wildness is required? And are we able to rein it back in when the moment passes? Another question is raised. Who are we when we are laid bare of all of our masks, illusions, and distractions? What is the defining truth of our character? Scotty's is apparent to us and to herself. There's no question of what her rock solid core consists of. If we do know our core, how adaptable is it? Can we bend with changing conditions while still retaining our integrity, or are we brittle in spirit? These are a few of the lessons I think Skadi can teach us in the present day. At the moment, we are in deep winter in the most literal sense, and perhaps some people who see this video are also experiencing a winter of the soul. Who better to look for guidance than a goddess whose natural habitat is the very season of winter? There's great truth in getting down to the bare bones of things. When the natural world goes dormant, we are left with the basic, you know, bone structure of the land. There's so much to observe and learn from this particular spectacle. It teaches us about how everything is put together. The same lesson can be applied to our spiritual experiences. How are we constructed in regards to our character? How much can we carry? How flexible are we really when circumstances change? What is the true measure of our strength? Scotty is unyielding, so if we ask to learn from her, we can expect forthright counsel that sees through all the layers to what actually lurks beneath within us. It is a challenging prospect, but one that can make the winter season quite productive. So, if you do reach out to Scotty and you get a response from her, I would love to hear about that experience. Or if you've done this in the past, I would love to have a firsthand account of what it's like to work with her. I think that could be very informative for all of us. So, tell me about it in the comment section below, or send me an email at brigantiablackbird@protonmail.com, and I'd love to talk to you there. But I think that will do it for this week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.